If you've ever owned a cat, chances are you've already felt it. That look, that soul-piercing gaze that says, "You poor, clueless human." They knock things off the counter like they're making a point. They stare at empty walls like they know something you don't. And somehow, without ever learning a single command, they're the ones in charge of your house. Welcome to a very uncomfortable truth. Your cat might secretly think it's smarter than you. And the craziest part? They might be right. In this video, we're diving deep into the feline mind. We'll break down how cats see us, how they interpret our weird human behavior, and why they act like little fluffy geniuses who tolerate our presence. Barely. So grab a snack, get cozy, and let's find out what's really going on inside that smug little head. Part 1. The cat's perspective. Here's what you need to understand. I'm not your pet. I'm your roommate. And if we're being honest, I'm the one holding this household together. From a cat's point of view, humans are confusing. We're loud. We clap at the TV. We scream when the toast pops up. We lose our keys every single day. And we need coffee just to remember how to human. Meanwhile, the cat? Flawless balance, silent footsteps, 100% energy efficiency. Cats don't see us as owners. They see us as big, clumsy mammals who forgot how to nap properly. They don't come when we call them, because they know they don't have to. In fact, most cats learn our names. They just pretend not to. A study from 2019 actually confirmed that cats recognize their owner's voice and even their name. They just choose to ignore it, which is a power move, honestly. And when they sit on your laptop while you're working, that's not an accident. That's a dominance display. That's your cat saying, "Oh, are you using this glowing rectangle again? Cute. It's mine now." Cats blink slowly at humans to show trust. But to them, our constant blinking and facial expressions must look like total emotional chaos. Imagine living with someone who changes their face every 2 seconds and smells like shampoo, garlic, and stress. Honestly, I don't know how you survive out there. Cats observe. They calculate. They memorize our routines and time their behavior with precision. Coincidence? Try high-level operant conditioning. They've been watching. They know. Part 2. Decoding human behavior. To understand why cats secretly think they're smarter than us, we have to flip the script. Let's look at things from their perspective. And to be honest, we don't come off looking very sharp. Imagine this. You bring home an $89 toy from the pet store, excited to impress your cat. They ignore it completely, and instead they sit in the box it came in for 3 hours straight. That's not random. That's a judgment call. Cats observe everything we do, and then quietly analyze it like tiny behavioral scientists. They watch you chase your keys every morning, talk to the fridge when it won't close, and react to toast popping up like it's a horror movie jump scare. They see the chaos, and they're just trying to make sense of it. Here's what's really wild. Cats understand routines better than most humans do. They know when you're about to leave the house just by watching the way you put on socks versus shoes. Socks might mean you're chilling. Shoes? They know it's game over. You're heading out. The moment you grab your keys or open a specific drawer, they're already watching from the hallway like, "Oh, here we go again." Not because they're psychic, but because they've memorized your behavior with scary precision. Even the suitcase triggers something in them. Not because they want to travel, but because it means one thing: abandonment. That's why they sit in it. Not to pack, to protest. Cats aren't just decoding physical cues, they've also figured out your emotional ones. When you're stressed, they know. When you're sad, they know. And sometimes they'll do something subtle, like sit nearby or blink slowly, not because they're trying to comfort you the way a dog would, but because in their own way, they get it. They just don't always feel like doing something about it. They've read your face, tracked your daily routines, and probably even made conclusions about your mental health. They've seen it all. Now about those famous bad behaviors like knocking stuff off shelves. It's not always about being destructive. In many cases, it's curiosity. Cats love experimenting. What happens if I push this pen? It falls. Still true. Noted. It might be annoying to us, but to them, it's science. We call it chaos. They call it a controlled environment. Even how we express affection is baffling to them. We pet their heads, kiss their noses, and talk to them like babies. When in their world, affection is silent, subtle, and on their terms. So when you lunge at them with full-body hugs? Yeah, they're judging you. The longer they live with us, the more they realize how much of what we do makes no sense. And that, right there, is one of the big reasons why they secretly believe they're the smarter species. They're not ignoring us out of rudeness. They're watching, processing, and probably writing an internal report about us as we speak. So, are cats smarter than us? Maybe not in the way we measure intelligence. But think about it. They sleep all day, get fed on command, and somehow convinced us to scoop their poop. They don't follow our rules. And while we chase productivity and stress, they blink slowly and win. Maybe they're not trying to prove they're smarter. They just know they are.